Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. I bought a new chainsaw this week. I figured I'd kind of tell you why I done that. I've had this MS 270C. It's an old one, Sthil. I've used it for probably about 16 years. It belonged to my father-in-law. He passed away quite some time ago, but I've been using it pretty hard for about 14 years. And it got to where I was just having to constantly do a little something to it just about every time I used it. The spark plug kept blowing out of it, and this last time it stripped my threads in my cylinder. And I ordered a helical set off of Amazon. Come with the tool to put the helical in, the punch, the tap, and the drill bit, and some helicals. Well, I researched. I looked up the size that would fit this spark plug, and everything that I looked at led me to believe that this was a kit I needed to purchase. The only difference was everything's right except for the length of the helical. It's way too long. So I was pretty frustrated. I took it to my local Sthil dealership. They've got several mechanics that work on them. I was going to see if they would just drill that hole and, retap it, maybe put a king cert in. They would not. They said that if they touched it, they had to put a new jug on it. So I said, all right. I figured at that point I'd be just as well off buying another saw. Took it to another place that does that type of work. They were 6 weeks behind. So at this point, I'm pretty frustrated. And I started looking around. The one that I really wanted was a MS261CM, I think. It was lightweight. And everywhere I looked, they wanted $700 for it. I couldn't pay that. I didn't want to pay it. I just felt like I'm just going to say it still is way overpriced. Unless you buy a professional grade saw, it about ain't worth fooling with. They're just way overpriced. They're great saws though. They're really good. Probably the best. So what I bought was I bought this Echo. I went to my local hardware store and they had several different models. I picked this one up and I thought, wow, this thing is lightweight. It weighs 10 pounds. It's a cs4910 50.2 cc, and it's just a real nice saw. Got a 20-inch bar on it. Comes with a 5-year warranty. $369 out the door, compared to $700 that I was going to pay for a Sthil. Now I had looked. There was another one that I really liked. It was a Makita. That was actually a Domar Sachs. It was a really nice looking saw. I don't know anybody that's got one. I was gonna have to order it off Amazon. Didn't know much about it. I'm glad I bought this Echo, because we've got my hardware store. They work on them. They've got all the parts you need for them, and it's not 15 minutes down the road. So that's why I went with this one. I'm glad I did, because since buying the saw, I've been on YouTube just seeing if I could look up any videos on them. And sure enough, there's a lot of videos, and they're making modifications to these mufflers. You can adjust the carburetor on it. And it's got your on-off switch. Got your choke. It's got this decompression valve that's supposed to help you to start it easy. But they've been making modifications to these that anybody can do. But this little piece here, I don't know the exact name of it, but it comes off and it's got a little tube in there you can take out. It's got your spark arrestor screen, and there's several different ways to do that. and you can gain a little bit more speed on this thing. Adjust your carburetor, and a lot of guys are porting the heads on them, and they're gaining as much to anywhere from 5 to 7 seconds or more on a cut just by doing that. So I think I'm really going to like it. I'm definitely going to do this muffler modification and readjust my carburetor if needed. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to run about 3 tanks of gas through it. And what I'm doing is I'm going to run this as my first till this runs out. It's pre-mixed. Then I'm going to start mixing my own. I flooded it real bad the other night. I could not get this thing start back. I took a spark plug out of it and cleaned it and everything. Couldn't get it to start back. Looked up some videos. Thank God for YouTube. I don't know who the guy was, but he recommended taking a straw, dipping it down in this, and getting a couple drops and dropping down in your spark plug cylinder. And, or your spark plug hole that's in your cylinder. Just put a couple drops of oil down in it. Put your clean spark plug back in it. And man, I tell you what, it fired right up. I couldn't believe it. Hadn't never seen that done before. But I'm happy I bought it. I thought I'd share it with you. This thing weighs 10 pounds. And I think I already said it's got a 20-inch bar on it. It's just a real nice saw. I think I'm happy with it. And I plan to fix my Sthil too, so I'll do that this winter, and I may even port the head on this one. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.